Change can often seem like an intimidating mountain to climb, and we find ourselves searching for the shortcut, the quick fix that promises to transform everything instantly. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that transformation must happen overnight, that dramatic leaps or major changes are necessary for real progress. I get it. I've been there. You set a goal, and at first there's excitement. The motivation feels like a fire that can burn through anything. But after a few days, that fire fades, and suddenly, the task feels too big, too overwhelming. So you stop. But what if I told you that true, lasting change doesn't come from grand gestures, but from consistent small steps? What if the transformation you're seeking isn't meant to be a giant leap, but rather a series of small daily actions that build on one another? That's the power of incremental change. It's easy to dismiss these small actions as meaningless or insignificant, but it's precisely these actions that, over time, add up to real progress. The first step is realizing that change doesn't happen overnight. It's not about perfection, it's about progression. 7 days might seem like a short time, but it's enough to lay the foundation for something greater. In this video, we'll explore how simple daily actions, things you can start today, can begin shaping your future self. By the end of the week, you'll notice shifts in your mindset, energy, and clarity. Are you ready to see what's possible in just 7 days? Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you don't miss more inspiring videos like this. Let's get started. Microlearning, or informal learning as a daily practice, has become a vital tool for staying sharp in today's fast-paced world. We're constantly bombarded by distractions, social media notifications, the never-ending news cycle, the constant pull of entertainment. It's difficult to keep up with everything, let alone find time to focus on something that genuinely expands our knowledge. Our attention spans are shorter and our minds are pulled in every direction. Yet we all understand the value of learning, of growing, evolving, and staying curious. But how do we make room for learning in a world that moves faster than we can keep up with? That's where microlearning comes in. Microlearning isn't about diving deep into textbooks or dedicating hours of your day to studying. It's about breaking knowledge down into small, manageable chunks that you can consume daily, even amidst a busy life. We all know we can't always sit down for an hour-long lecture or read a book for an entire afternoon. But what if you dedicated just 5 to 10 minutes a day to learning something new? Watch a short video on YouTube, listen to a podcast during your morning commute, or read an article while waiting for your coffee. The key is to seek out bite-sized pieces of information that spark your curiosity. This habit doesn't require huge commitments, just a routine that keeps your mind engaged and open to new ideas. Pick something that interests you, whether it's learning about a historical event, discovering new productivity methods, or exploring a completely new skill. The beauty of microlearning is its flexibility. You can make it fit into your day, no matter how busy you are. By making this a regular part of your routine, you'll do more than keep your mind sharp. You'll expand your worldview, see things from new perspectives, and spark ideas you never would have had otherwise. Microlearning is the perfect antidote to mental fatigue. It doesn't require long hours of focus, just a few minutes a day. And those minutes add up. Think about it. Over a week, a month, or even a year, those small pieces of knowledge start to accumulate. Suddenly, you're more well-read, more knowledgeable, and more adaptable. Even when life feels like it's moving at full speed, microlearning gives you the chance to catch your breath and keep growing, one small step at a time. By embracing this habit, you're not just accumulating facts, you're building a mindset of curiosity and resilience. Microlearning helps us stay present and evolve without feeling overwhelmed. So, what can you learn today? What's something you've always wanted to explore but never had the time for? Take a few minutes today to dive into that and see how it feels. You'll be surprised by how much it enriches your life and sharpens your mind, one small piece at a time. There's a strange magnetic pull towards comfort, isn't there? We all crave ease. Whether it's lounging on the couch after a long day, choosing the path of least resistance, or avoiding discomfort. Yet, Growth begins the moment we face discomfort. Let's be honest, discomfort is hard. Whether physical, mental, or emotional, it's easy to back away when we feel weak or overwhelmed. Our minds tell us we're not ready, that we're not strong enough. We tell ourselves, I'll do it tomorrow. And in that moment, we choose comfort over growth. But what if there was another way? Let's consider the warrior mentality. Imagine waking up each day with the mindset of someone who thrives in discomfort, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. The warrior doesn't run from difficulty. They face it head-on, knowing that each obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger. The warrior trains their mind to embrace the struggle, understanding that by pushing beyond their limits, they'll uncover their true potential. This mentality separates those who stay stagnant from those who evolve. It's not about perfect circumstances, it's about having the strength to thrive no matter what. You can cultivate this strength one step at a time. For the next 7 days, challenge yourself to take on something difficult, something that makes you uncomfortable. It doesn't have to be the hardest thing you've ever done. The key is to push yourself just beyond your current limits. Whether it's waking up 30 minutes earlier than usual to start the day with focus, committing to a challenging workout, or having a difficult conversation you've been avoiding, make it deliberate. Embrace discomfort every day. It's not about forcing unnecessary pain. It's about understanding that true growth happens just beyond your comfort zone. Every time you face discomfort, you're building resilience. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, understood this well. He believed that endurance, the ability to withstand difficulty, is key to growth. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This isn't just a quote, it's a philosophy. By embracing challenges, we shape our character. As you move through this week, remember that each obstacle is a chance to train your mind, harden your spirit, and grow stronger. Discomfort isn't a sign to stop. It's a sign you're on the right path. At the end of the week, you'll look back not just on the challenges you've faced, but on the person you've become in the process. Strength is forged in discomfort. The warrior mentality isn't something you're born with. It's something you build one step at a time. We all know the feeling, dreaming big, setting lofty goals, and imagining the incredible results we want to see. The excitement is there, but then reality sets in. Results don't happen overnight. The idea of instant transformation, of suddenly being great at something, can feel appealing, but it's not realistic. We want to skip past the struggle and jump straight to success. But success doesn't come from shortcuts. It comes from consistent daily effort. Think about someone who seems naturally gifted, whether they're a musician, athlete, or writer. It's easy to assume they were born with that talent, but talent only gets you so far. The real difference between those who succeed and those who don't is their commitment to consistent practice. I once heard about a musician who wasn't the most naturally talented, but his discipline was unmatched. He practiced relentlessly, every single day. Over time, what seemed like an insurmountable challenge became second nature. Discipline trumps talent every time. It's the muscle that turns potential into results. For the next 7 days, I challenge you to choose one area of your life, a skill you want to develop, a fitness goal, or a personal habit, and practice it daily. Whether it's 10 minutes or an hour, make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. It's not about perfection, it's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. By the end of the week, you'll see the compound effect of your efforts. Small actions, repeated consistently, begin to add up. Discipline doesn't just help you achieve results, it builds character. Every time you practice, you're not just improving your skill, you're growing as a person. You're learning the value of persistence, the power of consistency, and the strength that comes from pushing through resistance. Growth is a process. Perfection is an illusion. What matters is that you show up again and again, trusting that each practice session brings you closer to mastery. Clutter has a way of creeping into our lives, doesn't it? Whether it's piles of papers on our desk, a chaotic inbox, or a cluttered mind that can't focus for more than a few minutes, the mess starts to add up. At first, it seems harmless, just one more thing to deal with later. But over time, the clutter weighs on us, draining our energy and making it harder to think clearly. How do we break free from this feeling of overwhelm? The answer lies in organizing our environment. Clearing clutter can do wonders for your mental clarity. When your space is clean, everything becomes easier. You can find what you need quickly, and your mind feels less chaotic. A tidy space creates room for better thinking. This week, challenge yourself to spend 5 to 10 minutes a day organizing or decluttering one area of your life. Start with your desk, clear off papers and organize your files. Or tackle your digital space. Sort through emails, delete unnecessary files, and organize your folders. Choose one small area each day. At first, it might seem insignificant, but over time, the cumulative impact will become apparent. Exercise isn't just a way to stay in shape. It's a tool for mental and emotional well-being. When you move your body, you're not just building strength, you're improving your mood, reducing stress, and sharpening your mind. The endorphins released during exercise can lift your mood, calm your nerves, and increase focus. Exercise is a reset button for your mind. This week, commit to 10 minutes of exercise each day. Whether it's a brisk walk, bodyweight exercises, or yoga, the key is consistency, not intensity. As you build this habit, remember that each time you push yourself physically, you're also pushing yourself mentally and emotionally. Exercise builds resilience. By committing to these small daily actions, you're setting the stage for long-term growth. Keep showing up, keep practicing, and trust that the results will come. Change is gradual, and it's worth it.